Hello fellow gardeners and welcome back to the Humus Heritage. If you're searching for that transformative soil amendment that takes your garden from ordinary to extraordinary, you've landed in exactly the right place. Today, we're settling a debate that's been brewing in the gardening world for quite some time. We're conducting a rigorous side-by-side experiment that pits traditional nettle tea against the increasingly popular rice water treatment, and then we're throwing a curveball into the mix by combining both into one powerful elixir. The question burning in every gardener's mind: which approach truly delivers the most explosive growth, the deepest green foliage, and the kind of robust root systems that every plant deserves? Nettle tea has earned its reputation as one of nature's most potent liquid fertilizers, and this acclaim isn't based on folklore alone. When you steep fresh or dried nettle leaves in water, you're extracting a concentrated cocktail of plant-available nutrients that reads like a wish list for hungry crops. We're talking substantial amounts of nitrogen, the essential element that drives leafy growth and that characteristic deep green color. But nettle doesn't stop there. It delivers iron, which plays a crucial role in chlorophyll production, along with calcium for strong cell walls, magnesium for photosynthesis efficiency, and potassium for overall plant vigor and disease resistance. What makes nettle particularly special is the bioavailable form these nutrients take. Unlike some organic amendments that require extensive microbial breakdown before plants can access them, nettle tea offers nutrients in a form that roots can absorb relatively quickly. Research has demonstrated that nettle extract applications significantly increase shoot biomass and enhance iron accumulation in plant tissues, creating those lush, vibrant leaves that signal optimal plant health. Rice water might seem humble compared to the nutrient-dense nettle brew, but dismissing it would be a serious miscalculation. When you rinse rice before cooking or allow that starchy water to ferment slightly, you're creating something fundamentally different from traditional fertilizers. Rice water is carbohydrate-rich, and those starches serve as premium fuel for beneficial soil bacteria. Think of it as a cafeteria for the microscopic workforce that transforms your dirt into living, breathing soil. These microorganisms don't just consume the carbohydrates, they multiply exponentially, creating a bustling underground ecosystem that breaks down organic matter, fixes atmospheric nitrogen, produces natural growth hormones, and improves soil structure. The beauty of rice water lies in its cumulative effect. While the immediate nutrient contribution might appear modest compared to nettle tea, the microbial population explosion it triggers creates lasting changes in soil fertility. Studies examining fermented rice water applications have revealed something remarkable. Over multiple growing cycles, rice water treatments can match or even surpass synthetic NPK fertilizers in terms of plant performance. The mechanism isn't direct nutrient dumping, but rather the establishment of a self-sustaining biological system that continually enhances nutrient availability. Here's where our experiment gets particularly exciting. The hypothesis driving this combination treatment is straightforward yet powerful. Minerals plus carbohydrates equals the ultimate soil amendment. By blending nettle tea with rice water, we're addressing two different but complementary pathways to plant vitality. The nettle component provides that immediate nutrient hit, delivering the building blocks plants need for rapid growth right when they need them. Simultaneously, the rice water component is working below the surface, feeding and multiplying the microbial army that will continue delivering benefits long after the initial application. This combination theoretically offers the best of both worlds: quick response nutrition and long-term soil health enhancement. Preparing this fusion formula is remarkably simple. Brew your nettle tea as usual, steeping fresh nettles in water for several days until the liquid turns dark and pungent. Separately, collect your rice water by rinsing uncooked rice several times, saving that cloudy liquid. For an even more potent version, allow the rice water to ferment at room temperature for a few days, until it develops a slightly sour smell. Then combine equal parts of each, diluting the mixture with additional water at a ratio of about 1 part elixir to 10 parts water, before applying to your test beds. To ensure our results mean something, we've established 3 identical test beds with the same soil composition, the same plant varieties, and identical environmental conditions. One bed receives only diluted nettle tea, applied weekly. The second receives only rice water at the same frequency and concentration. The third gets our combination treatment. Meanwhile, a control bed receives plain water to establish our baseline. We're tracking multiple variables because plant health is multidimensional. Growth rate measurements record vertical and lateral expansion weekly. Leaf color assessments use standardized color charts to quantify that coveted deep green hue. Root mass examinations at harvest time reveal what's happening beneath the surface. Perhaps most intriguingly, we're monitoring microbial activity through simple soil respiration tests, measuring how much carbon dioxide the soil produces as microbes metabolize organic matter. After 8 weeks of careful observation and data collection, the results painted a fascinating picture that both confirmed our hypotheses and delivered a few surprises. The nettle-only bed showed impressive early performance, with plants displaying that characteristic deep emerald color within just 2 weeks. Growth rates were strong and consistent, though they plateaued somewhat after week 5. The rice water bed started more slowly, with modest initial growth that had some observers questioning its effectiveness. However, by week 4, something remarkable happened. Growth rates accelerated, and more importantly, the plants developed an exceptional root system that was substantially more extensive than the nettle-only treatment. The combination treatment, our experimental wildcard, demonstrated what can only be described as synergistic performance. Plants in this bed combined the early color response of the nettle treatment with the sustained, accelerating growth pattern of the rice water bed. By the end of the trial period, the combination bed had produced plants that were measurably larger, with thicker stems, more lateral branching, and the most robust root systems of any treatment group. Soil tests confirmed that microbial activity in both the rice water and combination beds was significantly elevated compared to the nettle-only treatment, validating our theory about the importance of feeding soil biology alongside direct nutrient provision. The practical takeaway from this experiment isn't that one approach is universally superior, but rather that different situations call for different strategies. If you're dealing with nutrient-depleted soil and need rapid improvement, particularly for heavy-feeding crops, like tomatoes or brassicas, pure nettle tea delivers that quick nutritional punch. Apply it every 7 to 10 days during active growth periods, and watch your plants respond with vigorous, green growth. For establishing long-term soil fertility and building that crucial microbial foundation, rice water excels. It's particularly valuable when you're preparing beds for future seasons or working to rehabilitate tired soil that's been farmed conventionally. The combination approach represents the gold standard for gardeners committed to both immediate results and lasting soil health. It's ideal for perennial beds, intensive vegetable gardens, and any situation where you want maximum productivity alongside ecological sustainability. The evidence from our experiment strongly suggests that feeding both your plants and your soil microbes creates results that exceed what either approach can achieve alone. We encourage you to replicate this experiment in your own garden, adapting the treatments to your specific soil conditions and crop needs. If these results have inspired you to experiment with natural soil amendments, make sure you subscribe to the Humus Heritage channel so you never miss our ongoing trials and discoveries. Share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to move beyond conventional fertilizers and embrace the powerful, proven methods that build genuine soil fertility. Together, we're not just growing plants, we're cultivating living soil that gets better with every season.